Mystery still surrounds the discovery of shallow graves in Mandera County. It remains unclear how many people could be buried in the graves after the body of a woman identified as Isnina Mohamed, who went missing last Thursday, was exhumed from one grave in what is believed to be an extrajudicial killing. The graves were discovered by a herdsman yesterday, and leaders from the region are now pointing fingers at the Kenya Defense Forces in Mandera over the disappearance and killing of several people in the county.
Just 3 months after a mass grave containing 8 bodies was discovered in Wajir, another shallow grave has been discovered in Mandera. Herdsmen stumbled upon the grave in Lethi area, about 40 kilometers from Mandera town. Locals exhumed one body on Sunday. The body was identified as that of Isnina Mohamed.
The corpse was mutilated, was raped, was shot.
Locals say 48-year-old Isnina, a mother of 5, was picked up by men in a saloon car at 3 a.m. on Thursday night. She operated a tea kiosk at the Arabia stage in Mandera. She was buried Monday morning with fears that she could have been a victim of extrajudicial killings. Reports indicate that there are more graves in the Lethi area.
They counted over 25 other fresh graves in the same vicinity.
An exercise to exhume bodies from the graves could not begin as local authorities awaited a court order and the team of pathologists from Nairobi. According to locals, residents have been disappearing without a trace. Some have been gone for months.
Leo ndo siku yake ya 7 hajaonekanwa, na tuliambiwa kuna makaburi. Jana tulienda kwa hiyo kaburi, tulipata tu msichana moja.
Persons whose relatives are missing can go and record a statement so that we start the process of pursuing to find out where these persons are.
Leaders from the region are pointing fingers at the Kenya Defense Forces over the disappearances and are alleging extrajudicial killings.
And we totally, wholly blame this on our Kenya Defense Forces. In the vicinity where this mass grave was found is where our military is frequent. And in fact, near Umrah Jala'o, they have got an army camp there.
The actions by the government do not justify the end. If the end is to fight terrorism, this means of fighting terrorism is not acceptable.
Kambi ya jeshi ya Wajir imekuwa ni cell ya kushika watu, a torture cell ambaye watu wakipelekwa huko hakuna mtu anaweza kuingia ndani, hata viongozi hawakubaliwi kuingia ndani na watu wanateswa huko.
Mandera Senator Bill Okero wants President Uhuru Kenyatta to take action to end extrajudicial killings.
And the first thing he needs to do, if he wants to convince the people of Kenya, is to immediately form an independent team that can investigate this matter.
The leaders also want action taken against the Kenya Defense Forces operating in the region.
Take action on the people who are running the army, the KDF in Mandera, in Wajir, and in Garissa, where these things happen, because these things happen in the camps.
They say they have been raising concern over the disappearance of people and extrajudicial killings for months with little or no action by the government. They now want to seek intervention from elsewhere.
We are already going to appeal to the UN and also to other institutions like ICC to come and investigate. This is crime against humanity. You cannot explain how you pick people and then they are just killed and dumped in graves somewhere. And this is our own people, Kenyans.
The Ministry of Defense has denied any involvement by the Kenya Defense Forces in the Mandera mass grave mystery. In a statement, the ministry says KDF is not involved in any way with the disappearance of people or extrajudicial killings in Mandera or anywhere else in the country. KDF is challenging those with evidence on its involvement in mass graves in Mandera to forward it to relevant authorities for further investigations. Rita Tinina, KTN News.